My name is Tanya, and today our group will be presenting to you our city, which is Albuquerque, and the event that we chose to research is the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta. The people that will be presenting today is myself, Elaine Martinez, and Antoinette Marcus. We hope that you enjoy our presentation. We chose the Balloon Fiesta because it is one of Albuquerque's largest events and has a major economic impact on the city's bottom line. The Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta is one of the city's largest events, with hundreds of balloons that come each year during the month of October. The Albuquerque Balloon Fiesta has hired an outside marketing firm which produced a forward analytics report for the year 2015. According to Scott Damon, in 2015, the Balloon Fiesta brought in an estimated 955,700 guests during the 9-day event. Of the visitors to the event, 74% are from outside the Albuquerque metro area and 65% are from outside of New Mexico. Attendees generated an estimated $177.44 million in total economic impact for businesses in the metro area. In addition, according to the report, the total economic impact is comprised of spending by out-of-area guests and generated $103.04 million in business revenue. The tax revenue is estimated to be $5.79 million for the state, $4.14 million for the city, and $837,200 for Bernalillo County. Visitors come from all parts of the world, which gives us exposure to people that want to come and visit and attend this breathtaking event. The Balloon Fiesta is a huge event that brings in many tourists, and we wanted to find out if there is anything that can be done to make it better for the attendees. A couple of issues for attendees are parking. Parking can cause issues for future fiestas because of the lots that were once used are now being used by the designated entities. Traffic is another issue that has caused long lines to get into the park and has caused a delay in getting to the event, as well as causing delays for residents trying to get to their homes. We do not want these issues to cause a long-term deterrence for the city's largest and most prosperous event. I will be showing you a quick clip that our local news covered regarding the traffic issues.
Rather just meet you yet again from Fiesta, but this year, a new problem. There are few places with all those cars that make their way to Blue Fiesta Park this time around. Fernando Lopez reports how Fiesta officials plan on handling it.
This year, Balloon Fiesta organizers say they're down to 5 lots to put the thousands of cars that will flood the park come next week. That's down from 7 lots.
We're located in the North I-25 corridor, probably one of the most development-oriented
Now this brings us into our research question. Do hotels provide shuttles to and from the balloon fiesta? And if they do the attendees know about the accommodations? Our second question is, are attendees satisfied with the current accommodations that the balloon fiesta provides to attendees? Our last question is, what can the organizers of the balloon fiesta do to make it a better experience? By asking these research questions, we want to ensure that the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta continues to be a successful event for the city of Albuquerque.
During the course of researching our question, how to accommodate the attendees, the quantitative research method, interval scale, ordinal scale, non-comparative scale, a mixture of short answer and open-ended questions will be used along with a simple random sampling. The purpose of the study is to find out how the Albuquerque International Balloon Fiesta can be more accommodating to the attendees because of the amounting growing flow of traffic that exhibits each year. Is the current park and ride service being used as it was designed for? The reason the quantitative research method, interval scale, ordinal scale, non-comparative scale will be used is quantitative research is a structured approach that is used for descriptive and casual research. As the surveyors, we want to gather as much data as possible. A large amount will work for our research. Interval scales, the distance of space between the numbers assigned to objects or sets of objects is considered equal. One important question on our survey falls under the category for interval scale. Ordinal scales, numbers are assigned for the purpose of identification, but also have the property of being arranged in some sort of type of array or order. Our survey contains a couple of questions that are a category of ordinal scale. Non-comparative scales involve respondents making judgments about a brand, a product, an object, a concept, or a person without reference to another item or an ideal item. Our survey questions that are being asked mainly have to do with the park and ride service. And for example, here are some survey questions that we have. How many times have you attended the Balloon Fiesta? 1 to 2 times, 3 to 5 times, 5 or more times. On a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being a minimal problem and 10 being the highest level, is there a problem with traffic during the Balloon Fiesta? And if you have used the park and ride service, what was your experience? The surveys will be given to the attendees at the Balloon Fiesta Park when they walk through the entrance gates, and other surveys will be posted in the specific areas in order to approach the other attendees. A random selection of individuals will be given the opportunity to be screened before answering the survey questions. In our research, we will want to survey as many people as possible in order to help us answer and fix the growing traffic issue the Balloon Fiesta experiencing each year. The target population will be males, females, tourists, and the local attendees. A few of the screening questions that will be used are, do you use the current available park and ride service? Would you purchase a park and ride pass, and how much would you spend to use a shuttle if the service was available? With using the simple random sample, each element is a population has its own and equal chance of being selected. As we know, we can easily select the male and female respondents for our survey, but we will attempt to select the local attendees versus the tourist attendees by asking a series of screening questions such as, are you from the Albuquerque or surrounding areas? Are you from out of town or an out-of-state tourist? Depending upon the respondents from our screening questions we will either continue with the survey or cease. The goal is to gather enough data to help resolve the growing problem of the traffic during the balloon fiesta.